All right, so we're at the last part here. We're going to talk about taking action, tracking it, and celebrating success. So keep track of your actions. I just noted here, your future self will thank you. I mean, I've worked on so many different energy projects over the years, and some of them, as I mentioned before, we really have to come in and rebuild the history of what's happened in the past, and that causes a lot of challenges in making good decisions. So if you start tracking your actions, if you use the software to keep track of things like walkthroughs, capital projects, operations and management activities, savings that you've done, that's going to make it a lot easier for you to make good plans as you move forward. And then I also just wanted to call out, we've been talking to Dude You a lot about the fact that we just integrated Energy Manager and Asset Essentials recently. And so that's allowing us now to pair up those data sets from the different tools. We can create work orders now from Energy Manager, and we can start analyzing energy and asset and other equipment type of data side by side in ways that we weren't able to do before. And so there's a lot of value in being able to pair up those data sets. But again, it requires tracking things, making sure that all that data is in the right shape. And then last but not least, on this one, I noted use checklists. We have these built into the software. They should help support best practice development. That's what they're there for, so that when crises hit or when things are out of the normal happen, that you know what your best practices are, and also just to help you for day-to-day operations. So another thing that we just did recently, that we just released this week for everybody that has Energy Manager, is we put out a shutdown best practice checklist. And Dan's going to be talking more about managing energy during shutdowns in a couple of hours. But that's now available for everybody who has Energy Manager in your tool. So we put that out. If you like it, please let us know, and we'll go ahead and we'll put more together and keep putting those out as resources for y'all. But that's another thing that I would really encourage is maintaining those so you have those best practices in place for your facilities. And then last but not least, I crossed out communicate here. Don't just communicate success. We need to celebrate it. I mentioned before, energy management is a journey. It shouldn't be a one-person journey. It's one that we want to involve everybody in the organization in, all of our stakeholders, the public, students. Everybody should have a stake in this together. When you take action, you're going to see results. We can help you measure and show those results and make sure that you're understanding where the savings are. Billing and interval data can help you really drill in on that. But don't be quiet about it. Let's make sure we celebrate this, and that's going to help get more folks bought into helping you take the next step on that journey and helping you to identify where other savings opportunities are. A lot of eyes are a lot more useful than just one set. So don't just communicate this. Make sure that we're celebrating it, putting this information out there publicly, and getting more folks bought into the process.